Hi, let me tell you a story. A couple days ago, I had a conversation with a new friend, and the conversation was this. You said that you like traveling a lot, so can you share me more about that?
Well, of course, I'm really keen on broadening my horizons, and there's nothing that helps me to do it comprehensively than traveling. And I think traveling is important for a variety of reasons. And firstly, traveling allows you to experience new ways of life, and it's always fascinating to see different people from different countries. And blah 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 blah.
I kept questioning and he kept answering, and the answer was longer, and longer without asking anything about me back. At the very first 40 minutes, I was really active listening because I find, it's kind of interesting in the information he shared. But at the end, I didn't feel right because it was a conversation, but he made me feel like I was an examiner and he was a contestant, and we were in a testing room. It was kind of awkward, and at the end I said that I was busy and I had to say goodbye. So I was thinking about that conversation for a while, and I think we made mistakes, not only my new friend but me as well, on the way to build up and keep conversation going in a good way. And then I had the idea to make this video to talk about conversation, how to keep conversation going, especially with a new friend. What are some tricks that we have in that case? So let's start with our overall conversation skills. This is a topic that are entire books written about, and people dedicate their lives trying to figure out. Here are some of my basic thoughts. I think our conversation skills develop the more that we do it. For example, if we have a chance to work in a job that we have to interact with people, with public frequently, at the very first time we might feel uncomfortable with it because we don't know how to keep conversation going. But the more that we do it, the more we see that most conversations are in the same pattern, and we started to see the certain things that we say. People respond in certain way, and we learn that there are some things we say would be awkward or in conversations and we start avoiding it, and other things that we say have a good response from others and we use it more often. So let's talk about the conversations you have with the new person for the first time. Usually it begins with exchanging basic information like what's your name, how old are you, where are you from. Some kind of small talk about weather, food. But the problem is that sometimes the conversations died after that. So how can we deal with this situation? So the next step to keep that conversation going, I think you could ask questions or offer information, but it should be in the way that that person doesn't feel they are being interviewed or interrogated, so it would not be awkward. Well, one thing that you all want to avoid is, of course, you just asking questions and then they answer it, then you ask an unrelated question and then they answer it. That would be so boring. So I think the best way to handle it is to ask questions and then the other person answer. Then you either need to build up on what they said, or you need to give your response to the questions and explain the way you answer the questions, and then you can build a foundation for the trees of conversation, and it would be blossom one day. Yeah, have you have a good time.